Hi, in this video, I will be showing you problem number 12 from practice exam 1, which covers chapter 1, 2 and 3. Solve. 5 times absolute y plus 2 minus 9 is less than or equal to negative 24. Anytime you see an absolute expression along with another number plus or minus, then you have to isolate the absolute value expression on one side. To do that, we are going to add 9 to both sides. So plus 9 to both sides. So that way we will have 5 times y plus 2, absolute of y plus 2 is less than or equal to negative 24 plus 9, that will be a negative 15. Now you're still going to isolate the y plus 2 absolute sign. Then you're going to divide this whole thing by 5 to get rid of the 5. So you get absolute of y plus 2 is less than or equal to negative 3. So any absolute value can only be positive, it can never be negative. So no value y, if you plug in, that will satisfy this inequality. So you would have to say there is no solution to the problem because absolute value can never be negative. Absolute value cannot be negative. In this context, I'm going to show you another example or modification to the previous problem number 12. So you should not imagine that always the solution would be no solution type. There could be solution arriving out of this inequality if you slightly modify the inequality. So if you consider the problem, 5 times absolute y plus 2 plus 4 outside the absolute sign less than or equal to 24. So instead of this inequality that we saw before, I'm just slightly modifying that inequality. You may see this kind of problems on Alex too when you do the homework questions. So first here also the method is the same. We have to isolate the absolute expression on one side. So subtract 4 on either side. That will result in 5 times absolute of y plus 2 is less than or equal to 24 minus 4. Then you still have to divide both sides by 5. So that will be absolute of y plus 2 less than or equal to 4. So when an absolute sign is less than or equal to 4, you have two options. You get a chain inequality. You remove the absolute sign, place the inequality with positive 4 on one side, and then take the opposite of this 4 and place it on the left side. So y plus 2 is an expression lying between negative 4 and positive 4. The question is to solve, so we have to solve for the variable y here. So in this chain inequality, you subtract 2 on all the three sides. So you would get y is less than or equal to 2 and greater than or equal to negative 6. So y is a number variable lying between negative 4 and 2. If the question asks you to write this answer in interval form, you write the solution as negative 6 through 2, close bracket on both sides. But if you write this in builder form for the solution set, using the variable y, you can write all y such that y lies between negative 6 and 2. So the answer relevant to the question, if they ask you in interval notation, your answer would be this. If they ask you in builder form or what the solution set is, the answer would be this. Sometimes they also ask you to graph. If it is graphing, you place negative 6 here and 2 here in that order. Then place a solid dot on both numbers negative 6 and 2 because it includes both 6 and 2. Because its value running from negative 6 through 2, both values of negative 6 and 2 inclusive. So you'll have to shade this part. This is graphical way of writing the solution set. Hope this video helps.